Hello, this is Teacher Wayne and I'm continuing my Unity 2018 series on a zombie survival game. This is my HUD Manager Part 2 video. So in the first one, we had we got it so that we could, let me just show you my script, it's always a good idea to put it up. We got it so that we could put it up. We got it so that it was showing the health percentage. But at the moment, the zombie's not actually hurting the player. So I've also put here the zombie script and the player script, because we're going to be making some changes to the zombie script mainly. So we want to get the zombie, when he does his attack routine here, let's write it in, player takes damage. This, we're going to be adding something in this bit, so I'll leave a little space there because we're going to be adding a bit there. So we need a way for that zombie script to access this script here. In particular, we're going to have to create a couple of functions. The main function we're going to create first is a public, because we want the zombie script to do it, and it's going to be void because we're not actually returning anything, but we're going to call it take damage. So the player is going to take some damage. And in here, we're going to have an int and dam. So in other words, they're going to take the amount of damage they're going to take is that. So what do we do? Well, it's going to be the current health is going to be minus equals, it's going to be reduced by dam. It's as simple as that. So when this function is called, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. I'm going to copy it to the script. I'm going to literally put it there for now, because we're going to be accessing that script there. We can't do it as simply as that. We need a way of doing that later, but I'll show you that in a minute. So we're going to be calling that function. Also, the player, the health that the player has is this current health percentage. So this player needs a way of doing it. So we're going to have, I'm going to create a function that we'll use later. Public int, because we're returning int, of get. I'm going to call it get health. Health. So it returns the health, and we're just simply going to return the current health. So create a couple of functions. That's all we're going to do in the HUD Manager. We've got these two functions, the get code. Also, if we're going to do that, it might be a good idea to just show health. Right. If you notice, I've got rid of the update function. We're not going to be using that. Because HUD Manager, all it does is provide services for other scripts, in particular the zombie script and the player script. The focus of this video, though, is mainly about the zombie script. We want the player to take some damage when the zombie gets in his attack cycle. So here we've got show health. So you take damage and immediately shows health. It's quite an efficient way of doing it. So let's go to the zombie script. We've already put this in, but we need a way of accessing that take damage. So if we look up here, we're going to be doing something in here. Now, if you remember in the HUD Manager, we use something called serialized field. So one way of doing it, and that's not the way we're going to do it, is we can use serialized field. I can literally just copy and paste that and have a way of accessing the HUD Manager that way. I could literally type in serialized field and then have it access it that way. The reason we're not doing that way is because this zombie, we're gonna have lots of zombies, and each zombie we don't want to individually drag and drop and do the serialized field business and drag and drop and have this bit and just constantly keep dropping that. It won't work very well because they're going to be appearing and spawning through the game. So we can't actually implement that way. So what we're going to have to do is another way, and we've already got a method here. We're going to be doing something similar to that, but I'm actually going to do a better version. So we're going to use this, but we need a way of doing it. So we're going to create a private variable, and we're going to create, and it's going to be called HUD Manager, because we're accessing HUD Manager, and then I just simply type HUD Manager, and we need I'm not going to type HUD Manager again. It's a bad idea to use a private variable in this with the same name as the script there. So I'm going to call it HUD. I'm just going to call it HUD. So we are accessing the HUD there. So that allows, I've put a little bit of space because that's just to separate from there. In fact, I could separate these as well. Now, the way I did this, I could have merged it into 2 lines. And I'll show you how you merge these. I could have merged them too, so I'm going to show you how to do it in this. I'm going to be going HUD. That's going to be equal to, basically going to use this again, copy and paste that. But this time, that's not going to be player. I'm going to create a tag called HUD. So let's come out of this. If I click on HUD, I've already created a tag called HUD. But it'd be a good idea if you add tag, hang on, and you create HUD like I just have done. I did that previously, which I didn't show in this video. But I'm just going to literally create that and just literally tag it with HUD. This tagging business is brilliant. So that HUD accesses that game, that's the way I access that. But we don't really want to access the HUD. We want to access the script that's attached to the HUD. So we need to get a component. So this is where we add this extra bit. We do this get component. We put these funny little curly brackets around them. Well, not curly, these business here. And what we're accessing is the HUD Manager. So we just simply type in HUD Manager, and we put the little curly brackets, means we're actually accessing it. So HUD is a game object. We're finding the HUD, and the component within the HUD again is a script attached to it, which is the HUD Manager. That's what all that means in English. It's good coding, all that. I could have simplified that by doing something similar there, but I'm going to leave that as it is because I don't want to fiddle. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto in life. So we've got HUD now. So if we go down here, we've got this function. So all I have to do is to type in HU, I think it's capitals, hang on, HUD. HUD, there's HUD, HUD. I'm just checking I've got the spelling for the same. Now, how much damage we're going to give to the player? Well, let's just set it as 1 for now. You might want to change it, reduce it, make it better. I'm going to literally drag that down there. It's good to put comments in your code, then you can see what it's doing. You can see here the player takes damage. Still got all my debugging here. Might want to comment out these at some stage because they'll just keep popping up. But let's press play and see what happens. So it's walking towards me. I'll just clear here. It's walking towards me. Now let's have it. It gets close. Oh, can you see the health bar? I'm nearly dead. That's quite fast actually, and then I'm dead. So he attacks you and you start to die. So there you are. That is as far as I want to get in this video. So here we are. We've got the player taking damage. We've got the attack state. We've got a HUD. I could actually put the attack state because no, that's the animation. I want to separate the animation. That's the animation process. That's the actual taking the damage there. Right, this is Teacher Wayne. Remember, keep saving your work and backing it up. I'm not using the collaboration services, but it'd be a good idea if you did that. So anyway, this is Teacher Wayne, and I'm leaving this video for now. I've got the animation working, I've got the zombie attacking me, and I'm taking damage. So this is Teacher Wayne calling it a day, and thank you very much for listening.